So, artificial intelligence, you hear that term everywhere, right? But what does it actually mean? Well, today we're going to cut through all the noise, we're going to break down the fundamentals, and turn AI from this confusing buzzword into something you really truly get.
Let me ask you something. When you think of AI, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it still all about science fiction? Flying cars, robots taking over? Here's the deal. AI isn't some far-off concept anymore. It's here right now. It's already reshaping entire industries. Think about healthcare, where it's helping discover brand new drugs, or even your bank, where it's personalizing financial advice. So let's pull back the curtain and really see how this stuff works. So what exactly is AI? When you get past all the hype, at its core, it's all about building smart systems that can learn from data and then make decisions on their own. Just imagine a tool that can chew through absolute mountains of information. We're talking customer behavior, medical records, you name it, and pull out these critical insights that help people make huge, game-changing decisions.
But with all this incredible power comes some pretty big responsibility. If we're going to develop AI ethically, we have to build in some key principles right from the very beginning. We're talking about fairness, so these systems don't end up discriminating. Transparency, so we can actually understand how they come to a decision. And accountability, so we know who's on the hook when things go wrong. And of course, safety and privacy are absolutely crucial to building trust and making sure AI really does benefit everyone.
Okay, so how does a machine actually learn? It can feel like magic sometimes, but it's not. It's a really methodical process. And it mostly happens through three main methods that all fall under this big umbrella called machine learning. Let's break them down.
First up, we've got supervised learning. And honestly, the best way to think about this is like you're teaching a kid with flashcards. The AI gets a massive data set where everything is already labeled with the right answer. So to teach an AI what a triangle is, you'd feed it thousands of images that are literally labeled triangle. It studies these examples so it can then make smart predictions about brand new stuff it's never seen before.
Next, we have unsupervised learning. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because with this method, the AI gets data with zero labels, none. Its job is to dive in and find hidden patterns all by itself. So, for instance, you could give it a giant list of customer purchases, and it could figure out on its own different groups of shoppers who have similar tastes. I mean, that's incredibly valuable for any business, right?
And then there's reinforcement learning. This one is all about trial and error, plain and simple. An AI agent learns how to do things by just trying stuff. It performs an action, sees what happens, and gets a reward for a good decision or a penalty for a bad one. It's literally how a baby learns to walk. Or on a much bigger scale, it's how Google's AlphaGo program taught itself to become the best Go player in the entire world.
So let's just boil this down. The really crucial difference is how each of these methods deals with data. Supervised learning is like having a teacher with an answer key. Unsupervised learning is like being a detective, finding clues on your own. And reinforcement learning is just learning from raw experience. Each one is a super powerful tool for different kinds of problems.
All right, now we get to what is, for my money, the most exciting frontier in AI today: generative AI. You might have heard it called Gen AI. This is where AI takes this giant leap. It stops just analyzing data and starts creating brand new original stuff: text, images, even music and video. I mean, it's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it, isn't it? How in the world do these models go from just consuming data to actually creating something that feels totally new and original?
Well, it's kind of like a two-step dance. The first step is learning. The AI is like a student who reads an entire library's worth of books or looks at every painting in a museum. It's not just memorizing, it's learning the underlying patterns, the rules, the styles. Then comes the second step, synthesis. You ask it to create a new painting in the style of Picasso, and it uses everything it learned to generate a completely new piece of art that follows those rules.
And the things it can do? It's just incredible. Think of Gen AI as a creative partner. It can dream up unique artwork for you, help engineers prototype new products in a fraction of the time, or even act like a co-pilot for programmers, writing chunks of code and fixing bugs. And a lot of this can be kicked off with just a simple sentence.
Now, I know this might all sound super high-tech, maybe even a little out of reach, but here's the cool part. AI is more accessible than it's ever been. You can start using really powerful AI tools like today without having to write a single line of code.
And a perfect example of this, no-code chatbot platforms. These tools let pretty much anyone, no matter what your technical background is, build a really sophisticated conversational AI for their website or their business.
And what's really amazing is just how specialized these tools have gotten. You're not just building some generic, clunky chatbot anymore. If you run an online store, a tool like Tidio can handle customer questions instantly. If you're a marketer, ManyChat can help you build bots for sales campaigns on Instagram. The whole point is there are now these purpose-built AI tools that plug right into what you need to do, and you don't have to be a developer to use them.
And this really brings us to a super important point for everyone. As AI gets more and more woven into the tools we use every day, just understanding the basics is shifting from being some niche technical skill to being a universal necessity.
You know, this has massive implications for our jobs, for our careers. It doesn't matter if you're in marketing, finance, design, you name it. Knowing how to use AI is quickly becoming a key differentiator. It's the skill that's going to help you automate the boring stuff, so you can focus on the creative, strategic work that really makes a difference.
So, we've gone on this whole journey, right? From what is this thing, to how does it learn, all the way to how can I use it right now? AI is here, it's real. So, the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?